The U.S. has blacklisted 6 organizations in China that the Commerce Department says are linked to balloons, airships, and other aerospace programs that are used for Chinese military intelligence. 5 companies and 1 research institute were all added to the list. That means they cannot obtain U.S. technology without U.S. government authorization. The U.S. also says the blacklisting the organization sends a clear message to other governments and companies around the world that the organizations are threats to national security. Joining us live this morning to talk more about this developing situation, Lieutenant Colonel Hal Kempfer. He's a retired Marine intelligence officer and the current CEO of Global Risk Intelligence and Planning. Hal, always good to see you. No military or national security threat, at least that's what we're hearing on these latest 3 flying objects that were taken out of the sky. Are you convinced of that at this point?
Marni, what it looks like is it wasn't so much a national security threat with these last 3. It was the fact that they were flying in that zone where commercial aircraft fly. And that is why they posed a threat. You know, the fear was that a commercial airliner or something could be flying through there and actually strike one of these objects, whatever they were. And so that was the primary decision to take them out. Although, with that said, it can't be ruled out at this point that they didn't have some sort of surveillance capability, some sort of sensor system or array that could have been attached, but that's something we're going to find with the debris as we're going through this search effort.
Do you think that we would know about these last 3 incidents had we not seen the Chinese spy balloon shot down over the Atlantic? Heightens our senses are heightened as a result?
Marni, that's a great question. A lot of people are asking, is there more activity, or are we just seeing more because we're looking better? And I think the answer is a little bit of both. We do know now that in the spring and summer of 2021, that there was a change in what some are calling the aperture, the way that we view some of these near space objects, these high altitude balloons that we apparently were missing, some that had flown through our airspace. And so they changed the parameters by which we look at this because they're different. They're not like missiles. They're slow moving. They're extreme high altitude. They don't have a big radar cross section. So we changed that. And it looks like we probably may refine that a little bit since the Chinese shoot down, if you will, the Chinese balloon shoot down over the East Coast. And maybe we're just seeing more. On the other hand, it does look like we're having a lot of these balloons, and it almost feels like there might be a little bit of a test to our air defense system.
Right, that's the question, at least from some officials at NORAD, is this a test of the U.S. military capability? If that is the case, how is the U.S. military doing in response?
Well, right now we're taking a hard response. If we see this stuff, they pose a threat, in this case, to commercial air traffic, we take it out. I'm sure China is watching this very closely, as our Russia and North Korea and some other nations, seeing what our response is going to be. Are we going to shoot these things down every time? That would go into their calculation of what they want to do in the future. But the other side of this is we're trying to look at what we want to do. Do we want to shoot these things down every time? Because it is kind of expensive to shoot down balloons with an expensive Sidewinder missile that costs over $250,000 a piece. So we're kind of looking at this. And then there's other things out there. Potentially lasers might be employed at some point. We have those. I haven't seen them used in this particular mission set yet, but it's a possibility, and that might be something we look at for taking out balloons.
How long do you think it will be before we have some definitive answers as to who is responsible for these, where they came from, what exactly they were?
I think the one that was shot down over northern Alaska, we might know sooner. It was shot down over the ice cap, which makes retrieval a lot easier, finding it and then getting, boots on the ground, if you will, to go in there and retrieve the debris. I think the Yukon's going to be a tougher retrieval process. And depending on where this object went down in Lake Huron, that could be a difficult recovery process as well. But once we get the one over northern Alaska, that will answer a lot of questions. And also, I don't know what's happening this week. With the things, with the way it's rolling out, we seem to be finding one of these things about 1 a day. So I wouldn't be surprised if during the week another balloon is located, and we might have to respond to that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.